Good day, everyone. Today, we will discuss an important topic in pharmacology, routes of drug administration. The route of drug administration refers to the pathway by which a drug enters the body. Choosing the correct route is very important because it affects the speed, effectiveness, duration, and safety of drug action. The route of administration depends mainly on the properties of the drug, such as water or lipid solubility and ionization, the therapeutic objective, such as rapid onset, long-term treatment, or local effect. The major routes of drug administration are enteral routes, parenteral routes, topical, and other specialized routes. Let us discuss them one by one. Enteral route. Enteral administration means giving drugs through the gastrointestinal tract. It is the most common, most convenient, most economical method of drug administration. 1. Oral route. The oral route means taking drugs by mouth. It is easy to administer, convenient for self-medication, safer in overdose situations because antidotes like activated charcoal may be used. However, oral absorption can be complex because some drugs are destroyed by stomach acid. Food may interfere with absorption. Some drugs undergo first-pass metabolism in the liver before reaching systemic circulation. Advantages. Safest route, most convenient, economical, widely accepted by patients. Disadvantages. Variable absorption, requires patient cooperation, slower onset of action. Some drugs cannot survive stomach acid. Enteric-coated preparations. Enteric-coated tablets have a protective covering that prevents the drug from dissolving in the stomach. Instead, the drug dissolves in the intestine. This is useful for acid-sensitive drugs like erythromycin and omeprazole, drugs irritating to the stomach like aspirin, drugs intended to act in the intestine such as sulfasalazine. B. Extended-release preparations. Extended-release preparations slowly release the drug over time. These formulations may be labeled SR, CR, VAR, XR, XL. Advantages include less frequent dosing, improved patient compliance, longer therapeutic effect, reduced fluctuations in plasma drug concentration. For example, immediate-release morphine requires multiple daily doses, but extended-release morphine may only require 2 doses per day. 2. Sublingual and buccal routes. Sublingual route, drug is placed under the tongue. Buccal route, drug is placed between the cheek and gum. Advantages include rapid absorption, easy administration, avoidance of stomach acid, avoidance of first-pass metabolism. Disadvantages, limited to small doses, only suitable for certain drugs. Some drug may be swallowed accidentally. Examples include nitroglycerin tablets. B. Parenteral route. Parenteral administration introduces drugs directly into systemic circulation using injections. It is used when drugs are poorly absorbed orally, such as heparin. Drugs are destroyed in the GI tract, such as insulin. Rapid action is needed. The patient cannot take oral medications. Advantages, rapid onset, precise control of dosage. Disadvantages, pain, risk of infection, tissue damage, irreversible once administered. Major parenteral routes include intravenous, intramuscular, subcutaneous, intradermal. 1. Intravenous route 4. This is the most common parenteral route. Drugs enter directly into the bloodstream, producing rapid effects. For bolus, entire dose given at once. Immediate action, high plasma concentration. For infusion, drug given slowly over time. Lower peak concentration, longer duration of action. For administration provides maximum control over drug delivery. 2. Intramuscular route IM. Drugs are injected into muscle. Absorption depends on the preparation. Aqueous solutions absorb rapidly. Depot preparations absorb slowly for prolonged action. Examples include vaccines and depot antipsychotics. 3. Subcutaneous route SC. Drugs are injected under the skin. Absorption is slower than for administration but provides sustained effect, constant absorption. Common examples, insulin, heparin. However, irritating drugs should not be given subcutaneously because they may cause tissue necrosis. 4. Intradermal route ID. Drugs are injected into the dermis layer of the skin. This route is commonly used for diagnostic tests, allergy testing, tuberculin skin testing. C. Other routes of drug administration. 1. Oral inhalation and nasal routes. Drugs administered through the lungs or nose are absorbed rapidly due to the large surface area. Advantages: fast onset, direct delivery to lungs, fewer systemic side effects, used in asthma, COPD, allergic rhinitis. Examples include inhalers and nasal sprays. 2. Intrathecal or intraventricular route. Normally, the blood-brain barrier prevents many drugs from entering the central nervous system. When rapid CNS action is needed, drugs are injected directly into cerebrospinal fluid. This route is used for spinal anesthesia, CNS infections, chemotherapy. 3. Topical route. Topical administration is used for local effects. Applications include skin, ear, nose, vaginal, urethral preparations. Examples: eye drops, skin creams, ear drops. 4. Transdermal route. Drugs are delivered through the skin using patches. Advantages: sustained systemic effect, convenient administration. Examples include nicotine patches, nitroglycerin patches, hormonal patches. Absorption depends on skin condition, drug lipid solubility. 5. Rectal route. Drugs are administered through the rectum. Advantages: partial avoidance of first-pass metabolism, useful in vomiting or unconscious patients, protects drugs from stomach acid destruction. Disadvantages: irregular absorption, incomplete absorption, possible irritation of rectal mucosa. Examples include suppositories. Conclusion: in summary, routes of drug administration greatly influence the effectiveness, safety, and onset of drug action. The main routes include enteral routes, parenteral routes, topical and specialized routes. Each route has its own advantages, disadvantages, and clinical uses. Therefore, selecting the correct route is essential for successful patient treatment. Thank you for listening. If you found this pharmacology lesson helpful, please like, share, and follow for more simplified medical and pharmacology tutorials. Keep learning, keep improving, and remember, understanding drug administration routes is fundamental for safe and effective patient care. See you in the next lesson.